want to just speak to the women that are listening, or if you're listening and you have amazing women in your life, whether it's your wife, your sister, your good friend, your coworker, y- let them know that they're amazing. And the reason why I'm saying this to you, it's something's been bothering me about so many women that I'm working with, whether it's my clients, um, male clients that are dating other women that they met with low self esteem. We have a low self esteem problem. And I feel like with AI booming, social media, constant, nonstop, just, you know, developing and pushing people to post, that people are really affecting their mental health. Their mental health is not well to begin with in a way, but it's never been this bad that I see. As a therapist, as a holistic psychotherapist and nutritionist, I've been in the field for over 20 years and working on my own wellness practice for 17 years. And I see there's a whole um, new pandemic in a way, not just in the United States, that's where I'm practicing and living, but also all around the world. I've seen more and more discussion as a norm for plastic surgery, even for teenagers and young adults. And so that's really concerning, especially in the Asian culture. But also, this is something I think about. I would joke with my friends, like I live in the East Coast because, going to visit friends in California, all I see is so many fakeness and plastic surgery and external beauty competition that feel more intense in the West. But that is almost over 20 years ago. I remember having those conversations. And now it just, I feel like because of social media has connected people over around the world even more so, that there's is so much more um, just learning in that influencing that normalizing that it's okay to come to be more beautiful. I love that for everyone to want to be beautiful and to feel good, but being conditioned and seeking for that external validations to only feel good about yourself when someone compliments you, or always looking for that validations. And if you don't get that, like, you don't get that comment, no one's complimenting you, then you don't feel good about yourself. And I really are concerned about that with so many people I talk to, and I would even say within family member around me as well. I feel like it's pretty serious. Like one out of one out of three or four women that I talk to don't like something about themselves. I don't like how my eye looks. I don't like how my chin looks or my face shape. I don't like my hair. I don't like my lips. I don't like my body shape. I don't like my legs. I don't like how I sound, and so forth. And so, I have people who is really hot and they don't want to go and get in the water because they don't want to show people see their body. They're still covering themselves with long pants and shirts, even though it's in a 90 degree, because they don't want people to see how they look. And I'm really saddened for that. Um, and these I'm talking about, these are folks that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. You think that, after all the year, that if you work on yourself, if you work on your mental health, that as you get older, you should love yourself more. You should appreciate more. And so that is the work that I am pushing for in my work in creating my 30-day hormone reset and longevity. I want people to focus on wellness and longevity, focus on their mental health, and how that is so different than about your physical look, because we are going to grow gray hairs and wrinkles no matter what, maybe slower. And I'm teaching people how to feel vibrant and aging well. And and it's so possible, right? Because our body is so loving, really, and so forgiving. But people are not loving themselves, and that is part of my work and my course. And whether it's individual work with my clients or through my membership account where people can maybe chat with me, message me, depending on what you're looking for. Um, uh, how much work are you looking to invest in yourself? But I really urge everyone to start working on yourself a little bit more, to work on your mental health. And the only way we can solve this is to break this pattern, is to elevate that higher frequency within ourselves through self love, to appreciating ourselves, no matter what age you are. I've been there. I remember, growing up especially in a Chinese household, compliments and just saying things that are positive about yourself is sort of like looked down upon as being too proud, too ego, to has such a big ego. So in our culture, I grew up with a self-esteem issue because every time someone would say to my mom, "Oh, your daughter's so beautiful, she's so good." No, she's not. No, no, no. Thank you, but she's not. Right? And I have to accept that as part of a norm. And then I said, "Well, my I feel like my mom's not proud of me, and she always feel like I'm not enough and I need to do better, right?" And I'm always, if if you see me, up really up close, one eye is bigger than the other, right? And when I was growing up, when I was younger, my teenager, I'm always looking, I'm like, oh my goodness, I look so weird. I feel like I'm not normal because my eye looks different. And then, learning English, I didn't like how I sound because I have an accent growing up learning English, right? There's so many things I didn't like about myself. I feel like compared to a lot of people growing up, I feel like I was a little bigger. I wasn't small like them. And so you went through all those identity stuff too, and confident, and always told to not speak up, so and be judged by how you sound or your accents. And working through that, and I'm telling you right now, I love myself more than ever before. I'm so glad that I worked through it, not only went to school and in my practice and helping other people to overcome their insecurity and finding their own confidence and self-love. uh and so me sitting here, I love telling myself, you look amazing every morning, waking up and smiling at yourself. So I encourage you to do that. To first thing, you have to be your first cheerleader and compliment yourself, and be able to say something positive about yourself every morning, no matter what's going on out there, whether it's snowing, it's raining, it's gloomy, it's cloudy, it's sunny, um, there's a storm going, whatever it is. Say something nice to yourself, to tell yourself, I trust you. No matter what happened today, I trust you, and you're going to make an amazing decision. You have my back, and we're going to make the best of it. So I just want to pause right here now and let me know if you feel this way, if you feel the same way I'm feeling about, just about self-esteem issue, and how women are treating themselves these days. And I would talk to you another time.